Hello YouTube, this is BMW Lee. Yes, I'm at the inside of a vehicle which is 2021 X5 40i. Well, I'm going to explain how to do self-parking and parking assist, those kind of stuff. So I brought our product genius, BMW product genius. His name is Nathan. Hello Nathan.
Hello.
How are you?
Very well, Lee. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Excellent.
Yes, please tell us about those function, please.
Well, we're sitting in a 2021 X5 40 and we're going to demonstrate the self-parking on this car. When you are looking for a spot, we're kind of prowling around our dealership right now, but when you're looking for a spot, the very first thing you're going to do is avoid our lot shuttles, and then you're going to carry on. The very first button you push is down here. This is the parking assistant button, and by pressing this while you're in motion, it fires up all of our sensors, all of our cameras. The X5 is currently looking for a parking spot. Once it finds an opening that it thinks is large enough for this vehicle to fit in, it will chime and it will ask us if that's the spot we'd like to park in. I'll bring us back around the front and it will let us know that there's some spots in front of this dealership, and we'll let the X5 do its job out there. It did just chime and let us know that it found one spot. I wanted to park somewhere else, so I just simply keep driving. We're going to let it find one more spot here. There it is. So I just simply stop the car, and then at that point I'm going to select that space that it just asked for. Now that I've selected it, the car has put itself into reverse without me touching anything. It is asking me to take my hands off the wheel and slowly release the brake, which I will do. And at this point, the car is in charge. I'm not touching anything. My feet are off the pedals. My hands are off the wheel. It's bringing us fairly close to this other vehicle. It will straighten us out if it feels it wants to. Here it is. So it's going to bring us forward just a little bit. I'm not going to lie, it's scary when you're sitting in this chair, but the technology is amazing and you can absolutely trust it 100%. Doing it a few times is important just so you know what to expect when the vehicle's doing this. But it's happily kind of bringing us back. It stopped prematurely. It even said that. It knows that this is a bit too far forward, but at this point we can simply slide the car into reverse, finish the job, and we are in. And we are good right there using the cameras. We're happy with that. We can put the car into park, and away we go.
Okay, Nathan, what else are you going to show us?
Well, we just backed into a parking spot, but not every parking spot is going to be perpendicular. Not every city and town and place where you might live has nothing but perpendicular, so sometimes you're going to be parallel parking. The process remains the same. You do hit this button first to bring these sensors to life. We've got a perfect parallel spot right beside us. It found one. We're just going to keep driving because I want this second one. I'm going to wait for the vehicle to chime, just like that. Perfect. I stop the car. I'm going to select once again which one I want. I want the car to parallel park. Very similar to the perpendicular parking, the car has put itself into reverse already. I take my hands off the wheel, my foot off the brake, and once again we are along for the ride. So the vehicle will use the car in front of us as a gauge for where this guy should be left to right. The vehicles can't always see the curb, and what it does is it uses this vehicle in front of us, this little Volkswagen in this case. So it's going to make sure that the passenger side of our car is nice and smooth with the passenger side of that car, and we're done. It's hard to see in the video, but we're pretty close to this vehicle in front of us, and it's a German car, and it's very efficient, and they like to be nice and close. This means that there's as much space behind us as possible for the next person that needs to park, etc. At this point, if you didn't want to be this close to the guy in front of us, we can simply fix that. We'll straighten ourselves out. We will back up ever so slightly, put ourselves nice and center in the middle, and we'll call that done. And once again, we're parked. I barely touched a thing. Away we go.
Thank you very much, Nathan.
Welcome.